when they approached you and said that they wanted you to write some songs for a film, were you interested in how it kind of, this film is not your typical kind of Disney film where, you know, there is, I don't know.
Well, this has been in the works for a long time, and it's kind of, it's Disney sort of deconstructing Disney, and then in the process kind of reconstructing Disney. It was just a great opportunity. I knew about this for years before it actually reached me, and you know, when Kevin Lehman came on as director, I know he wanted to have a free hand to choose his composer, and I was very, very honored and thrilled that he came back to me and asked me to write it, and he asked if I would write it with Stephen Schwartz, who I'd worked with before, and so that's great. It was a chance for us to, you know, we had to have a reunion writing together, and it was a very easy decision to do this. It screams songs, and it screams opportunity.
Did you have these songs kind of prepared since you knew about this project for so long? Then did you have these songs prepared? Like,
no.
You know, so
no.
how does one kind of, like when they give you a script?
Yeah.
You know, how does one
read it and go, okay, feel a song here, feel a song there, feel a song there. And then Stephen, you know, says, oh, you know, this, you know, we compare notes, and then we take a meeting with Kevin, and Kevin says, I think a song should be here with this title. I go, whoa. He has very specific ideas, and we see, and we see a song there, okay, and we talk about it. We talk about each song moment, and I want to make sure we know every song moment before we even start, so you know we're not repeating ourselves. And what's the concept of the score, and what's the arc of the score, and once we know that, and what's the language of the score, then we take each song moment individually and hone it even further with the assignment we give ourselves, and only then do I start, you know, touching the piano.
The song that is kind of sung throughout the film, can you maybe talk about how the impetus of how working with Amy and having maybe coming up with the chorus, or you know, that kind of.
Well, True Love's Kiss was one of those songs where Kevin said, I know the title I want, I know where I want it to be, I know what I wanted to do. So that was, and first I said, well, you know, I don't know, but Stephen said, you know, it's a great idea. Okay, great, it's the way to go. So we went with exactly with what Kevin wanted. Question was, what music would speak to all of us and say Walt era? And I said, well, you know, let's look at something like A Dream Is a Wish Your Heart Makes, or Someday My Prince Will Come, or When You Wish Upon a Star, and wrote True Love's Kiss. It took some honing and some, you know, running it by people, and a lot of back and forth before we all agreed that's the music we wanted. It was, this piece of music got worked a lot, and but it worked, and that was the one that kicked off the movie.
And then getting Amy to come in and do this, because did you know that she could sing prior to this?
I knew that she, you know, listen, a lot of actors and actresses will say, I can sing. She really can sing, and she was great, you know, and she was so game to learn and so into the whole thing, and you know, she came and she says, I love The Little Mermaid. You know, it's a generation of movie stars that grew up on my music, so I have a little bit of a head start, and she and Jimmy were just a delight. They were so easy to work with.
I have to ask you for a favor. I recently got upgraded to being an on-air person, and I feel like I need a theme song of sorts. Do you have any ideas of what, you know, like, you see me, you know what I look like. What kind of song?
Stevie, right?
Stevie Wong, yeah. Like, what would that kind of sound like if you had to do a Stevie Wong theme song?
Stevie, Stevie, don't you just love Stevie? He's on air now, Stevie Wong. Stevie, Stevie.
I love it.
You can see him on the TV.
Thank you so much.
Oh my God.